Hi everybody, how are you? I am coming on super early today because I have so much going on and I'm working from home, so I have 10 minutes during lunchtime to do this now. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about something that happened to me about 3 years ago that really was a game changer before I even knew anything about Young Living or anything about anything. All I knew is that for 3 months after getting my flu shot, I got super sick. So I was, hey Christine, so I had like bronchitis, like super ridiculously bad, back right before Christmas time. This was 3 years ago. Again, not a member of Young Living, didn't even know what the hell Young Living was. Didn't know what it was. All I'm talking about is myself and my past. Got a flu shot, and a month later got like severe bronchitis. I couldn't even speak. It felt like knives were stabbing me, blah, blah, blah. Went to the doctor, got my antibiotics, felt better. 2 weeks, 3 weeks later after my antibiotics, hi honey. 3 weeks later, after the antibiotics wore off, I got a fever again. It was a low-grade fever. To make a long story short, this went on from December to April. December to April, I would get fevers. They would check me. They would check my throat, my ears. They couldn't find anything wrong with me. The last doctor told me it was psychosomatic and that I probably just had allergies. That was in Florida. When I woke up after christening my niece and nephew, I had shooting pains from the top of my head down my spine, and I couldn't even get out of bed. My husband was going to take me to the hospital, and we couldn't, and no doctor could figure out what was wrong with me. I finally, after months and months of suffering with fevers and just being chronically ill, really chronically ill, and the last doctor was a ridiculous joke that sent me a bill for $500 to tell me to go get some allergy over-the-counter meds. Basically, that was her suggestion, her advice. I went to an ENT who did some scopes and all kinds of stuff and said to me, I don't even know how you're living. I don't even know how you're living. I said, what do you mean you don't know how I'm living? He said, you have a terrible staph infection in your bronchial cavity, and it's unidentifiable unless we went in. So I was super ridiculously sick for several months, and I didn't even know that it was deadly, So of course, another set of antibiotics that were very strong that knocked it out. With antibiotics, you know, comes a lot of other things, right? A lot of yeast infections. So there's a lot of other suffering going on with that. So it was a balancing act. Fast forward to 6 months later or whatever it was, I get introduced to Young Living, and I start to learn about the oils. I start to learn about the products. Now again, this is not about me telling you that the oils are going to cure anything. That's not what this video is about. This video is about me explaining that with a flu shot, I was deathly sick for several months and not knowing how or what was going on. So a year later, now I am a member of Young Living, and so I learned about the oils, and I learned about the products, and I learned about this guy, Thieves. I learned about Thieves, both Thieves regular, Thieves Vitality. Vitality only means that it's ingestible. It's basically same oils. This one's ingestible. And what's in Thieves? So I'll tell you what's in Thieves real quick. It's cloves, cinnamon, rosemary, lemon, eucalyptus. And it's just a wonderful blend. And so everybody said, use Thieves to boost your immune system. So after my just bad experience of getting a flu shot and being ill anyway for months, I certainly wasn't about to go back and do that again. So I said, I'm not getting a flu shot because it didn't help me. Now I know a flu shot is not, this was something different. But to me, it's like there was so many other things going on. You know, there's not just the flu. So anyway, long story short, I decided not to do a flu shot ever again, and I started really using Thieves as a way to boost my immune system. And I started using it like before, like now I've already been using it. But so as soon as August came around, my diffuser was blasting Thieves like constantly. I was putting like every night and every morning Thieves under my feet. I rub it on my chest. I put Thieves in a spray bottle and spray it in my mouth with some peppermint and lemon. I have Thieves all the time. That's not to say that I don't get sick in the winter, because that would be false for me to say this is not going to make you sick. What it does is it actually helps your immune system just stay above the wellness line, and that's all you want. So that if you are coming down with something, if you're feeling like you're coming down with something, at least your immune system is strong enough to kind of kick it in the ass before it gets worse, right? So that's the whole point. We want our immune system to fight off anything that's going to start coming into our bodies that if our immune system is not strong enough, we can't do it. So I love, love, love Thieves. I love using it every day. Like I said, I diffuse it. I put it under my feet. I put it on my chest. I drink it. I spray it. I make Thieves tea when I'm feeling like I'm starting to feel like something happening, and that really helps a lot. Love it. Let me see how much more minutes do I have left? 4 minutes. So a little bit about Thieves. What makes Thieves so special? Well, those are the blends. How did Gary Young decide that these blends would go together and make for an amazing immune system booster? Like, how the heck did he know? Well, if anybody knows about the 15th century plague that was going on, so if you're a history buff and you know anything about the 15th century, you know that there was a massive plague and people were dying left and right, and villages were quarantined, and no one could go in there because of course they would get this, whatever it was, this plague. So spice merchants decided to rub these botanicals all over their body in hopes that they would not get this plague. And they would go into these quarantine villages and they would rob from the dead and the dying. And of course, the king found them and said, in order to not be beheaded, you have to disclose what you were using in order to not get the plague. So that's how, this is actually a story. Well, let's see, it says here, amazing blend of highly antiviral, antiseptic, antibacterial, anti-infectious essential oils. It was created from research based on legends about a group of the 15th century thieves who rubbed botanicals on themselves to avoid contracting the plague while they robbed the bodies of the dead and dying. When apprehended, the thieves were forced to tell their secret was disclosed, and the formula of the herbs, spices, and oils they used to protect themselves in exchange for a more lenient punishment. You woke up feeling crappy today, diffusing and slathering the bottom of your feet. I'll be back to, it says see more here. I can't see more right now. Be back at it tomorrow. Love some Thieves. I love my Thieves, Darcy. I'm like that's what I was saying. Like, I've been using it forever. So you know what? It's simple. Lemon, cinnamon, clove, rosemary, eucalyptus, guys. It's the best thing. Right, yeah, it's great for molds too. So yeah, guys, if you have any kind of mold situations going on in your house, put it in a spray bottle with some water and spray that mold away, or get the Thieves Clean. It does the same thing. All right, so again, I stopped. My point is, after all this, is my results. My results were 3 years later, I have not had a flu shot. I've chosen not to go down that road. Rather, try to do something more organically, more holistically, an alternative that seems to be working fantastic for me. It just seems to be working. So, the irony is I had to learn the hard way, and I'm lucky to be alive, really lucky to be alive. And that's what the doctor said to me. And I'm forever grateful that this doctor found my problem that no one else could. So, you know what? I'm not saying don't get a flu shot. What I'm saying is be cautious and do your homework and start to live above the wellness line. Get the alternatives. Think about the alternatives that you can use in measure to keep your family healthy, keep your family above the wellness line, and stay strong. As long as your immune system is healthy and strong, anything that comes at it is going to get kicked in the ass right out of your body. All right, guys, have an amazing day. Grab some Thieves, share this video, tag your friends, tag the people that you think need to know this, and particularly all you moms out there with your kids going to school. You should all be tagging your friends and family. Whether you're a Young Living member or not, share my video, and let everybody know that this is something that might help keep the family a little healthier this winter. And don't we all want that? All right, guys, have an awesome afternoon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. What is tomorrow's video? I don't know. Hold on. Let me tell you what tomorrow's video is, because I have a flyer and I just kind of follow it along. Pan Away. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Pan Away. So tomorrow's a great video too. So tune in. Have a great day. See you all tomorrow.